Hey Argo fans, I'm Kamille Clark, and today I'm joined by women basketball player Finley Kennedy. Finley, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, it's an honor.
So you're from Akron, Ohio, which is a big basketball city, but outside of that, just talk about what the transition has been like, leaving your family at home to now coming down south and being on your own.
Yeah, it's definitely been hard, like coming in as a freshman and not knowing anybody because I'm so far away. It's 15 hours away. It's been a challenge and getting to know everybody, but everybody has been so welcoming. The coaching staff so supportive, so it really makes it easy to feel like home here.
Describe yourself in 3 words. First, as a person, and then as an athlete.
Okay. I'd say I'm hardworking as an athlete, and then as a person, I'm charismatic and caring. That's like part of my personality is just caring for others.
Take me through what you do in a typical pregame, 60 minutes before you step onto the court or that ball is tipped up. What is going on, whether it be in the locker room, during the warm-up? What are you listening to? What do you do to get yourself prepared to play?
Usually I'm just listening to music, like hype music in the locker room, and then through our warm-ups, hype music, and then we do a meditation time in our pregame, and that's when I usually visualize what good things could happen in the game, and that gets me really ready for the game.
And then what are some of your favorite artists that are playing in your headphones?
We play a lot of Glorilla or like King Von, real hype stuff.
Okay. You're transitioning from 4 years in high school to now being in your first year in college. What have been the biggest differences in high school basketball versus now college basketball?
In high school, it's always like you're usually the star player or one of the star players. So coming into college and trying to find your role on the team and like find the confidence that you had in high school to show what you can do out on this floor, I think that's the biggest difference.
Yeah. And how do you feel you've adapted to the college environment, whether it be just, taking maybe harder coaching or being more open to having to be open to certain ideas or playing with new people? How has that been?
Yeah, it's definitely been hard, but it's came along throughout the season. And then obviously getting in the work and putting in the work, that's what helps build that confidence, which that's helped me.
Who or what led you to the game of basketball? And who were your role models or players that you watched growing up to get into the game?
Role model is definitely my mom. She's played since she was super young, and then she also coached at a really high level. So she really got me into and encouraging me into playing, and it's hard to not love the game of basketball when you're surrounded by it constantly. So it's definitely my mom.
And then just players-wise, like within the game, just watching the game maybe as you grew up, is there anybody that it was like, wow, they're on TV, I have to watch tonight?
Yeah, like when we watched the WNBA, like Kelsey Plum, and she was super good and just wanting to play like her as a kid.
I personally think one of my favorite parts of your game is what you bring to the floor and to the team outside of the stat sheet. The points, the rebounds, they matter, but the small details in basketball really stand out as well. So what is your mindset going into games, and how does that mindset influence what you do on the court?
I go into the game thinking like scoring isn't the only way to make an impact, and that's what's really important, because when shots aren't falling, you have to do other things to be on the floor. So just being there mentally and working hard, doing your best, playing defense, that's really what I focus on.
What do you do to take care of your mental health and to stay grounded, when things aren't always going right?
I definitely I read my Bible every morning, and that helps me a lot. And going to FCA and having that collection of athletes to help support you when you're going through the things is really, really important. Just the support of my teammates, everyone supports each other. That's what's so great about our team. We're so close. So having the support of your teammates when something isn't going well, that really goes a long way.
Thanks, Finley, for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Kamille Clark, and you're watching Argo Basketball on Flow College.